Hello. I think everything is live now. Pretty sure, hopefully. I have not streamed in 2 months, and this is my first time streaming on YouTube in I think a year. So there are a lot of things that might go wrong here. Also don't have the chat up right now. There we go. Yeah. There will more than likely be technical issues this stream, so be prepared for that. But yeah, this is the first stream in 2 months, the first stream on YouTube in a while, the last stream of the year, and I guess the first stream after I uploaded the Sapphire video, so we're gonna talk about that. Basically this stream I'm just gonna kind of recap the last 2 months, because I haven't streamed or really talked a whole lot about things happening, so yeah, this is kind of like a recap stream, and then after this one we'll go into more, I guess, normal streams. I mean, overall these shiny hunting streams are mainly just me talking anyway, because shiny hunting isn't very involved. Yeah. The only issue is really, I'll have to try to go through things like in an order that makes sense here. Because yeah, there's a lot to go over. I guess the first thing, what are you hunting? I am hunting on Route 113, so over there. But first things, I have the berries here, which I posted about it on Twitter, how these berries have died multiple times because I forgot to water them. But now I've actually managed to go in the bag. I also haven't played with the DS in 2 months, so this feels kind of weird. I've just been playing with the GBA. But yeah, we've got a bunch of Momo berries here, so peach, and then orange berries. So yeah, that's pretty nice. We've got a good amount of them gathered up here. Basically just every time I've been shiny hunting, I've planted new ones and harvested the ones before. Let me water them right now. I'm still not 100% sure how the berries work. From my understanding, it's there's a certain window of time where they grow, and how many times you water it during that window determines how many berries you get. And I think it's 2 to, I think 4 or 5 being the max, something like that. But yeah, I've been trying to keep these ones alive. I mean, I think it's 12 hours and they're grown, or 24. So yeah, and as you can see, I've managed to get quite a few. So pretty good. The only real issue is that we don't have citrus berries yet. Those would be pretty nice. But orange berries will do for now. And I don't know if I've really been up to... I mean, since the stuff that was in the video, quite a bit has happened. I mean, you can see 2,150. So there's a good few encounters that I've done here. But since the last stream, there hasn't really been a whole lot. Also, I didn't count that one. Yeah. I think the only thing that I really did is I evolved Swellow. Or Tailo to Swellow. It's pretty much the only thing I've done. Hello, Yuki. Yeah, outside of that, I don't think I've really done anything since the last stream, which was like 2 months ago. Actually, I don't know. Do I even want to go over there? In the previous streams, I always like there's a house over to the left, right there. I've always been like shiny hunting in front of that, but now that I think about it, there's no reason to really. And since I've been wanting to plant berries, it might be better to just stay on this side, so I remember to, water the berries every now and then. I think I did 2 encounters. Right now I've been kind of trying to show off stuff, so I haven't been paying attention to that. But yeah, there isn't really a whole lot to talk about in regards to the game, because yeah, as I said, I haven't really been up to that much. So I guess I can just kind of get started here. I think it's this one. We don't have in-game audio. There's some random OSTs in the background. But yeah, that's I put on the white flute. So now we have the... This is one thing that I kind of forgot to talk about in the video. I mean, I kind of talked about it, but I kind of assume that most people know. The white flute improves the encounter rate by maybe 50%, I'm not sure, but it improves it, definitely. And the Illuminate ability, which the Volbeat has, or Hakko, as it is in Japanese, that one also improves it, so it kind of gets like stacked, I'm pretty sure, and then you get like much faster encounters. That's why I did that. That's why I got the Volbeat and went through all that trouble in the video. It's always really weird streaming after like a while of not doing it. It takes a bit to get used to again. I'll try to... One thing that I realized that I do a lot when I stream is I kind of go through everything that I want to talk about really fast, and then, because I want to get through everything, and then like 30 minutes in, I'm like, oh shit, I went over everything I want to talk about. So I'll try to like pace things, talk about things properly, go over everything. Yeah, hello, Chocolate Blank. I haven't really streamed at all in like the past 2 months, so there haven't been many opportunities. But yeah, this is the first stream on YouTube, or back on YouTube. I used to stream on YouTube like a year ago. And I mean, I talked about it like last stream, I think, a bit about why I decided to move back to YouTube for streaming. And I don't know. I don't think it really matters too much for me, like which platform I'm on. But I think I overall like YouTube more as a platform, and the main reason why I was on Twitch was because I felt like it was easier to like grow an audience there. But now that the Dark Souls video kind of blew up here, even that point is kind of like no longer matters. So I think YouTube is just kind of better platform for me now. Yeah, that's why I moved here. I set the microphone a little bit before starting, but it's kind of weird. I don't know if it's like picking up more than usual or less than usual. Also, by the way, there's one cool thing that I can show off here, which is this right here. I have like a nice little angry expression now. I don't know how much I'm gonna use this, but I have it now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really too concerned about like the bottom meshing. I think that's fine. Yeah. As long as it's in the background, kinda, and not like, I don't know, masking my voice, you know. I also have a chair that makes a little bit of noise, so hopefully that doesn't get picked up too badly. Right now this is kind of a temporary setup. In like a week I'll be back to my normal setup. So yeah, because that I also didn't want to like put too much effort in this, since it will be kind of pointless. Right now the internet is also kind of a mystery. It seems to work perfectly fine now, but a little bit ago when I put on that's another weird thing about YouTube. Also, hello Conan. A weird thing about YouTube streaming is, unlike Twitch streaming, you have like kind of like a separate window where you have like the feed from OBS going into YouTube, and then in YouTube you have to manually press like go live, rather than on Twitch where you just press go live in OBS and it goes live. So when I first pressed go live on OBS, immediately started dropping frames. Just to completely start dropping frames, and that was kind of scary, but then it fixed itself, so yeah. Now it seems to be working fine. Also, there is I know for a fact that there is a lot more like delay between, like, just stream delay. So if I see a chat comment, it'll probably take like a good extra, I don't know, 7 seconds for me to like notice it, I guess. Kind of worried about Pokemon Blank closing in next year. I'm still playing 3rd gen and 4th gen. Would be annoying. Yeah. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Bank is closing. I think like you won't be able to download it anymore, but if you have it, it should work. I'm pretty sure. I haven't still haven't looked in that too much. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So the thumbnail for this stream, there is Skarmory. I was just about to talk about this. For this thumbnail, I just use Spinda because I feel like Spinda is kind of the main Pokemon here. It's like 70%. I mentioned it before, I don't really care which one I get, but I think Spinda is kind of like the main one. And I think Spinda would probably be like the one I would like the most. I mean, obviously, Skarmory would be nice as well. But what I've been doing with Skarmory, whenever I come across one, is I've killed it with either Electrike or Torkoal, since they can kill it pretty easily. And then I have EXP share on the Surskit. And I've had it on other mons, I've leveled up a bunch of stuff this way, but as you can see, Surskit is really close to leveling up. And level 22, it evolves. So I think either from this one or the next Skarmory, I purposefully saved this for the stream because I wanted to get the evolution on stream. Either this one or the next one, we're gonna get Masquerain. Still don't know if I'm gonna use it on my team, but you know, for the decks, it's nice to get. That was not enough, okay. I think Skarmory is like 5%, so we're probably gonna run into one or two during the stream. It would be really nice to get the shiny right now, you know, before the year ends, but I'm not really expecting it, you know, going to almost 20,000 on Trico. I'm not really shocked if I don't get it under 3k. Emerald is my favorite game. What's your favorite? I think my favorite is Pokemon Crystal, but Emerald is very high up there. It's probably... Gen 3 is my second favorite gen, and Emerald is probably his second favorite game then. It's either that or Heart Gold, Soul Silver. It's kind of tough to decide because like I like Gen 2 a lot, and I feel like I kind of lump GSC and Heart Gold and Soul Silver in just like one thing. Even though I mean they're different games, but both Johto. Remote, hello. New subscriber, thank you. That's pretty interesting. So you can download the included game. So it's like a Pokemon Moon bundle, and you can still download the game. That's pretty nice. I really like the 2DS, but I've never had one. I think it's nice. It's pretty weird, like the slate kind of design it has, but I do like it. I think for most of those, like Moon Edition or whatever edition type of things, I would assume they do like a code that you can download the game with. But yeah, I guess some of them like actually link it to the console. It's pretty cool. It's weird. I'm looking at the like microphone feed thing, and it shows that it's constantly picking up something, which is weird. Because I'm pretty sure I have some kind of filters on that should prevent it from picking up background noise. Try putting this to something like this and we'll see what happens. Okay, I don't know if that changed anything. Yeah, I feel like I've done YouTube and like this kind of stuff for I think 4 years now in total. And I still don't understand how anything audio related works at all. It's a complete mystery. Sometimes I get my audio to sound half okay, and most of the time it's just really bad. And there's a Skarmory. Nice. Let's use Electrike. Yeah, the 2DS looks really comfortable. I think I overall like the idea of kind of the, what do you call it, like the clamp design for protecting the screen. But for actual use, I think I prefer like GBA to SP, and yeah. This one is Spark. Oh, missed. There we go. I don't think I'm gonna use Masquerain. It's just that, yeah, it's just not very good. I've thought about some stuff that I want to use in the playthrough, and I do have a lot of ideas, so I think I'll make room for them by not including Masquerain, but we got the Pokédex entry. I mean, yeah, I do like Masquerain. I think it's a cool Pokemon. I think one thing is probably I would maybe prefer it if it was Bug Water. I feel like that's a more unique typing than Bug Flying, and it would also get Stab on better moves. Especially Gen 3 since flying is physical. I'm pretty sure even in Gen 3, Masquerain has like way better special than physical. Yeah, for audio editing there's a lot that can be done like after you've done the recording to fix things, but live it's a lot more difficult. I feel like from my experience I found that probably the biggest thing that matters is the mic positioning. Like if I get really close like this, or if I get really far like this, it makes a much bigger difference than any kind of settings. Let me think here for a bit. I don't think I have anything in the boxes that I really want to level. I think we'll probably just from now on, I think we'll run away from Skarmories. I don't really need levels on anything else. They're all kinda... Maybe Grovyle, honestly. It's kinda being left behind here in levels. Because it's not really good for fighting the Skarmories, you know? Or really anything with its adamant nature. Yeah, let's give it you know, might as well. Should be this one. Yeah, so if we run into Skarmories, I'll kill them. Get some nice EXP. Oh, there we go. Sometimes I get like a lot of Skarmories in a row, and then sometimes I just don't see one for a while. Let's go Torkoal. I think I'm gonna use Torkoal on the team for a while. I like Torkoal. I think it has like a pretty damn solid moveset. It's like Flamethrower at 29. That's pretty nice. Actually, right before stream, I did something that I have been thinking of doing for a while, but I hadn't yet. Is I removed the screen protector from the DS. When I got the DS, it came with a screen protector on it. And like at first when I saw the screen, I was like, damn, that's pretty dirty. But then I realized that it's screen protector, so now I finally removed it because it was starting to kind of like come off naturally. And yeah, it's pretty clean. There's some small scratches, so I assume the screen protector was maybe applied by the seller, maybe, but yeah, it's pretty nice. I still have the lower screen one because I couldn't remove it. I think I need like some kind of small screwdriver or something, I don't know, some kind of small pick to take it off. I don't really need to remove it actually. I mean, for GBA I only use the upper screen, so should be fine. And actually one kind of relevant to that is the GBA that I have had for well, I've had the GBA for like nearly my whole life, but the upgraded GBA that I did last summer, I'm planning on upgrading it again because there are a lot of really small things that annoy me about it. So I decided that I want to upgrade it. I'm probably going to make a video about that. It's going to be kind of a short, nice, sweet little video. Not really anything, you know, high production value. Just kind of a quick thing. Once I get the stuff I ordered, it should be coming in like less than a month. So we'll see how it goes. But I basically, the one that I had previously was like the cheapest backlight kit you could possibly get. And it works fine. It works, but well, I'm gonna explain the reasonings for my upgrade when in the video. But yeah, I basically got like the best kit I think you can kind of get. I had a good bunch of research, and from my experience or from what I saw, I feel like this one was the best. It was the ITA backlight laminated kit from Funny Playing. Yeah. I think that whether you go with ITA or IPS is kind of up to preference. I think I like the features of the ITA kit a bit more, so that's what I went with. But yeah, I'll talk about more about that in the video. Something like this. Play a GBA card dumper, transferred, they say, from Ruby to PC, played on emulator and transferred back to save after a... That could be interesting. But yeah, 2 games at once. And I guess that's an idea. I've been considering maybe one day getting one of those. I don't know if I would really even need it for anything, but it would be just cool to have like the ability to backup saves, I guess. I used quick attack accidentally. I don't know how much I'm gonna go in depth on like the different GBA upgrade things in the video, but I guess my recommendation would be the person that I basically got all of my info from is called Makho, like Makho. Yeah, or I think, do they use a 0? I'm not sure. You can find it by looking up like GBA upgrade things. He's like one of the biggest people in that community, and I feel like he has pretty good info on stuff overall, of like what parts are good and how to do mods and stuff like that. In the beginning of this hunt, whenever I came across like cool looking spin patterns, I took some like pictures of them or screenshots. But I haven't done that in a while because, you know, been doing this for 2000 encounters already. I would have had quite a few screenshots by now. I think I haven't really seen any specific type of pattern that I really like. I mean, this looks pretty fun. It's like the ears are like nicely covered and that's like kind of blushing almost. Something like that. Or ones with like the eyes covered with red. That's a pretty good one as well. Or I guess the shiny would be green. Shiny Sandshrew would be interesting. I would be happy with it, I'd go with it, but it's definitely the least interesting out of the 3 possible here. What are your favorite games that you've played on your channel or in your free time? I think my favorite games are I actually thought about this recently. Dark Souls is my favorite game overall that I have played on the channel a few times now. Pokemon Crystal is my second favorite game, and I have actually not played it on the channel. I might one day, I don't know. Then probably... From there it gets really difficult. I'll say all of the FromSoft games are up there in like the top 10 or top 5. And then probably like Pokemon Emerald and Heart Gold and Soul Silver and some other Pokemon stuff. I also like Monster Hunter games a lot. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I played Scarlet and Violet. I actually completed the Pokédex. I haven't played it in a bit though, because I was kind of like busy with the Sapphire video for a while. Then once I got that done, I've just been kind of like not doing anything, just like sleeping. And also like Christmas happened, so yeah, I've been planning on getting back to Scarlet. I bought Scarlet specifically. Specifically like, I think VGC. I'm not too interested in shiny hunting in those games. I did a few shiny hunts here and there. I got a shiny Swablu, a random Zorua, a random Screamtail, and then I shiny hunted a... well, what is it called? Pawniard, yeah. And then I got like the Bisharp evolution. I've actually never played Shadow of the Colossus, but I plan to play it next year, once I get my PlayStation 2. That's another project that I have in the works. I'll probably make a video on it, but I'm getting a PlayStation 2, specifically a Japanese PlayStation 2, and then I'm gonna play some cool games on it. Yeah, I'll talk about that in like a future video. But one of the games I got for it is Shadow of the Colossus. Looks really cool. I want to play it. I might want to go check the box. Or should I just... well, let's go check the box. It's not too long of a walk. We'll do encounters while we go there. I don't want to see if there's anything I can like evolve or level up. Also, one thing that I've been slowly working on here while I'm shiny hunting is getting the suit, I think it's called, the shit on the ground. By collecting a lot of it, I can buy the... what is it? The secret base? Yeah, secret base furniture. I again used quick attack. I should just put Spark as my first move. That would fix this issue. That's one feature I really miss in the newer games. The ability to change the move order in battle. It's nice. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but it's still nice. Let's go see actually how many I need. I think it's like these things cost a lot. So I've got all of the flutes here. These are all the different colors. So this is blue, yellow, red, white, and black. And then these are the, I think this is like something chair, like beautiful chair or something. And then this is, I think, a table, right? So the chair, I still need 2,800 or 2,900 almost for that. And then the table needs almost 5k. Yeah, that's a lot. And this is like, I haven't, these are the two that you can get, and I haven't gotten either of them, and I've already done 2,200. So that's, yeah, I don't know if I'm even gonna get enough for these. I mean, I guess it depends on how long the shiny hunt takes. But yeah, I don't know if things like that are included in this challenge, since this is like somewhat a 100% challenge, kinda. We'll see. I'll have to decide on like specific things like that later on. What's your opinion on HMs? People seem to hate them, but I really like using my mods outside battle. Yeah, I think HMs are cool. I like HMs. I think it's nice overall. Like anything that helps personalize and kind of like make it feel like it's like your journey in a way. Like having your Pokemon do the rock smashing and cutting and stuff like that. It's nice. I like it. I feel like the people really overhype how like big of a hassle it is. It's really not that big of a deal. But I think there are ways of kind of like having that personalized feeling while making it like more convenient. I don't mean to go here. Oh yeah, I completely forgot I was supposed to check the box. I just went to heal. This OST is like noticeably louder than the other OSTs in the playlist. It sounds great. But I mean, it is a good OST, so I guess fine. Here is, I guess, people who didn't watch the previous streams. Here's a surprise. There's Alakazam and Golem. These ones like... Wait, how did it happen? I think... Did I show Geodude evolving in the video? I think I might have not. But yeah, Geodude evolved into a Graveler, and then off stream I evolved both of them, you know, traded them. So yeah, they're kind of OP at this point in the game. They were already like heavily carrying me as like Alakazam and Geodude, or Kadabra and Geodude. So now, yeah, it's a bit of an issue. So I'm not gonna use them for a bit. I think I'm just gonna try out other things in my party, and then maybe around like the 5th or 6th gym, I'll bring these two back into the party. And then Nincada also evolved. I don't remember if that happened on the video, or that definitely happened on stream, I think. I don't remember, dude. It's been like 3 months. Yeah, and I have the memory of a goldfish. Then Slakoth was one of the Pokemon that I evolved using like the Skarmories that I killed with like Electrike. And there's the Swallow that I spoke of. And I think that's it. I think that's kind of everything that has happened since the video in terms of Pokemon. I guess Skitty is an option here. I think it evolves in around 20, somewhere in that area, so could be an option. Yeah, I'll bring it along. We'll get the Dex entry. I don't think we run into Delcatty at any point, so we're gonna have to evolve it at some point anyway. Just help me now. So I'm just gonna have it in the party, collect the XP from the Skarm that we run into. Oh yeah, I gave it to Crowbell. There's this contest hall here that's been kinda taunting me I still haven't done any of the contest stuff. I need to figure that out at some point because I don't know how any of that works, and I'm gonna have to do all of them, so I think I'll make like a dedicated effort to learn how contests work at some point. For now, we'll ignore it. I'm gonna mute my mic for a sec. I need to like pour some water into my like cup here, and the sounds that the microphone would pick up would be pretty ungodly, so I'd rather not do that. I'm trying to remember to drink water when I stream. In the past, I oftentimes forget, and then by the time the stream is over, I'm like, oh, dried up raisin. It's not great. Overall, drink water. It's good for you. And there's Skarmory. We're running into a lot of these, I feel like. Also, yeah, I just now remembered this thing has pickup, and I have not been collecting any items from it. I need to do that. Okay, we're gonna be getting a lot of levels now. Probably like 1 level per 1 Skarm, because it's only level 9. The Skarmory does give some pretty nice EXP. Like, how much is it? Like 200? No, it's like close to 400. It's 192 or 196 for the EXP share one. It's like half, or almost 400. I think, I guess the topics that I mentioned at the beginning that we need to go over. Did I have some kind of list? I think I made some kind of list of things that I wanted to talk about. Let me try to find them. Is this one? Yeah. Okay, so the first thing, well, I mentioned this, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. That happened. Good games. I like them. I'm also gonna talk about those in a future video. I've got like a future video lined up for pretty much everything I could possibly talk about. But yeah, those games are pretty cool. I played like 70 hours of them, I think, something like that. And yeah, I'm probably gonna at least make an attempt to return to VGC soon, probably in like the next few days. I've been like kind of paying attention to the competitive scene, looking at what kind of teams people are running, but not really actively playing. Actually been playing more so. There's this fun thing on Showdown called Random Battles Blitz, right? So it's random battles, but it's like fast. You only have 10 seconds to make a move. And it's really good. That's like the ultimate time killer. I have probably wasted like hundreds of hours on that shit, and I'm not even ashamed. Did you get the duo back for Sword and I almost said Sword and Shield? SV and SVASH is way too similar. I did not get the duo back. I only got Pokemon Scarlet. before the release of the games, I was like for a long time I was considering getting Violet, but then like last minute I was kind of like, I kind of want to get Scarlet, I guess. Then I got Scarlet. I think outside of, I think I prefer Miraidon to Koraidon, but outside of that, I think I like Scarlet more. I kind of like mostly everything about Scarlet and Violet. I feel like the main issue I have is probably the performance. Actually, the character customization is pretty bad. I don't really like how limited it is compared to previous games. And then in terms of the performance, I mean, I don't really even have that big of an issue with the frame rate, which is not great, but I don't think it's as big of an issue as people make it out to be. The bigger issue I have is the boxes. The boxes are so fucking slow. They take so long to load. And it's really annoying moving Pokemon around. But yeah, outside of like performance issues and the lack of customization options, I think it's pretty damn good. I like it. And it's very different from like, you know, what we have like Ruby and Sapphire here. Very, very different kind of Pokemon. But I kind of like the fact that they're kind of just going in a completely different direction now. So we just went past 2-2-2-2. 2-2-2-3. Legends Arceus. I don't know. I feel like Legends Arceus is cool, but it kind of feels like a spin-off. It's not a spin-off. I know it's mainline. The Pokemon Company said that it's mainline, so it is mainline. But it kind of feels like a spin-off, you know? I don't mean that in like a bad way. I just mean that it's... I like Pokemon, and Legends Arceus doesn't really feel like most other Pokemon games. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it just means that it's not really what I want out of Pokemon. But it's cool. It's cool in its own way, and I think it's pretty clear that those games, like Legends Arceus and Scarlet Violet, were being made at the same time, because they share a lot of similar stuff in them. So there are like certain things in Legends Arceus that I feel are done almost better than in Scarlet and Violet. But yeah. I'm gonna talk about all that stuff more in later videos. Yeah, the catching mechanics was one thing. I mean, I understand why they didn't have them, you know, be able to catch Pokemon in the open world, or overworld in Scarlet and Violet, but it still, like, the way you enter battle and the, like, throwing out your own Pokemon to do stuff all kind of feels a bit smoother in Legends Arceus. So, yeah. I think a lot of people assume that because Legends Arceus came out before, that Scarlet and Violet would like be only improvements. But I mean, if you look at like the, you know, development cycle, it's pretty clear that they were made like pretty much around the same time. And I highly doubt that Scarlet and Violet had really any opportunity to like, you know, make changes based on the feedback from Legends Arceus. The games were already probably done by the time Legends Arceus came out, or at least like mostly done. So the next games we get is gonna be like them incorporating feedback from these games, which is gonna be interesting. Pokemon Arceus is just focused on one aspect. It's kind of a weird thing. Put it as mainline. Yeah, I think it's I I understand that it's mainline. I agree it's mainline, but well, I don't think it should be mainline. But if they say it's mainline, then hey, it's mainline. You know. I mean, it's just mainline is just a categorization. I just feel like it doesn't fit the categorization. So yeah, it's not a big deal. I mean, there are people who think that the Colosseum and XD are mainline. So Legends Arceus being mainline kind of gives them ammunition to claim that those games are as well. I don't think they are. But I mean, it is like, if you want to make that argument, you certainly could, because not being made by Game Freak isn't really a fair counter-argument, since BDSP are also not made by Game Freak, and those are mainline. But yeah, no, Colosseum and XD are not mainline. And I don't think they should retroactively be made mainline. It just kind of doesn't fit. Overall, those games are weird. I feel like I have a lot of really hot takes on those games, and I'd rather not upset people, so I'm not gonna say them. I've played them, and I, for the most part, like them, but I think they're kind of overrated, kind of like overhyped. But it's fine. What do you think for the next Pokemon? Let's go Johto. Personally, I don't think, since Hypergo is way lesser than back then. Well, I think for the next Pokemon, they're gonna do DLC for Scarlet and Violet. Then after that, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be Gen 5 remakes. I don't see that happening. Like, if you look at, like, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire came out in 2014, and 8 years later we get the remakes, or I guess 7, since 2021. Yeah. So it has not been 7 years since BDSP yet. It's actually been 1 year, so I don't think we're getting Black and White remakes anytime soon. I think that's fine. I don't really want more remakes right now. I could see them doing like a Gen 2 remake type thing. I don't know if I really want that, but they might do that. I think we could also just get like something completely unrelated to anything that we've had so far. I think all I'll say on XD and Colosseum is that I think, similar to Legends Arceus, I think they're cool games, and I respect like them being kind of very different from mainline Pokemon games, especially at the time. But I think as Pokemon games, they don't work very well. People criticize, Gen 2 and Gen 5 for having not that great of like a Pokemon selection. Yeah, Colosseum and XD are not the best in that regard. They have like 40 Pokemon to choose from. Yeah, they're cool games, but I don't think they're really the best like Pokemon games. Yeah, that's all I'll say. I do like the kind of 3D models and animations they have though. They're very expressive, at least compared to the 3D models we have right now in the modern games. my overall kind of like mood and how I feel about modern Pokemon and everything. I prefer older Pokemon games, definitely, but I don't like dislike the newer games, and I think they're better than most people think they are. Yeah, I just kind of like Pokemon. That's the biggest thing. I like Pokemon, and I feel like I like Pokemon at its core a lot. They would have to do a lot of stuff wrong for me to dislike a Pokemon game. Like I feel like, I mean, people will say that it's bad, but I personally like, I will more than likely enjoy a Pokemon game, pretty much whatever they do, because I just like the core aspects of Pokemon so much. So yeah. And I don't think newer gens are like all bad. Like I don't think people really praise the games a lot, even though they do have a lot of, like, I think, good ways they've improved. Maybe the biggest one is like the characters. Like I like older Pokemon games characters. I think characters like Lance or Steven are iconic. But I mean, let's be real here. What is Steven's character? Like, he doesn't really have one outside of, I guess, like manga or whatever. I feel like newer characters in Pokemon are way more like, in the game itself, they're way more interesting. That's one aspect that I don't really see people talk about, even though I think it's a pretty big improvement in the newer games. Shit, I hate my mic. Hopefully that didn't absolutely destroy your ears. Yeah, Steven is cool. That was my phone. That was probably picked up, but it's fine. Oh, yeah, it's Skarmory. Let me kill it. Yeah, what else is there? I was supposed to talk about different topics, but I kind of got sidetracked. There was the Game Awards that happened. It was pretty cool. In the past I've been kind of disappointed. So yeah, the OSD does that. It just suddenly cuts off. In the past I've been kind of disappointed in some of the Game Awards, but this year's was pretty good. I actually liked it. Nice. So pleasant surprise. And Elden Ring winning was certainly nice to see. Actually, the past 2 weeks I've been playing Elden Ring. So yeah. Yeah, no, I don't really care about the actual like awards, but I care about like the new game announcements. And I mean, the awards themselves are also like, it's nice to see cool games being, you know, represented for doing cool shit. And I think Elden Ring certainly deserved the win, because that game is really good. I've been playing it the past 2 weeks. I've put like 30 hours into it. I'm really trying to like somewhat quickly play through it, because I want to talk about it in the next video. And I've only played through it once thus far. I played it back when it came out, and I didn't really touch it after that. So now I'm doing a second playthrough, so I can kind of give my opinion better on it. Overall, I'm planning on making a kind of a video where I talk about everything I played this year. Yeah, it's still 2022. Everything I played in 2022, I'm making a video about all that. It's gonna be really rambly. It's gonna be like, I'm just gonna put the microphone on, put the recording on, and talk for like 2 hours about games that I played. So yeah, then I'm gonna try to edit it into something that makes sense. Yeah, did you like Elden Ring? Love from Game Store's my favorite. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Elden Ring has its issues, certainly, but I don't know. I really love that game. It's like it has issues, but it's just there's so much to do in that game, and I feel like even like the not so great bosses and even like the not so great moments are I really enjoy them. Especially on this second playthrough, I've just constantly been blown away by like how much shit there is, how big the world is, and how many things there are to do. One issue that I just realized is that for that video I'll probably have to record gameplay for all of the games that I talk about, which is like at least 10 games. I guess I have some gameplay for some of them already, and I could probably just yoink some stuff from YouTube. But I don't know. It would be nice to have some like lean gameplay without any kind of HUD, especially of like the FromSoft games. That would be nice. Yeah. I'm probably gonna, for some of them I'm definitely gonna just use random YouTube footage, or maybe like game trailers, I don't know, just something. It's gonna be a pretty long video, so I don't think it's gonna have like concentrated editing, like not the, you know, every word that I say is not gonna be edited with some kind of like, you know, fucking photo or something, some kind of image to match that. It's not gonna be like hyper edited, but it's gonna have some stuff here and there. Yeah, for me, Elden Ring, for a long time I did not want to play that game because I had done so much in the first playthrough, and you know, everyone was talking about that game for like 2 months straight, so it was kind of like overwhelming almost. I got like burnt up on that game. But now it's been like a year, and kind of like had time to not think about the game for a while, so returning to it has been great. Yeah, this playlist is actually one that I created. It's a local playlist. I could probably just pull something up from YouTube, but I felt that it would be nice to have it like fully local, so I can like control it fully. So I've just like slowly added stuff there. Already been live for an hour. Well, I'm gonna edit soon, I think. Normally these streams only last an hour because I run out of things to talk about around the hour mark. I feel like I still have some things that I want to go through, but I'm also getting tired, so we'll see. I guess one thing is the Sapphire video. That came out finally, and I haven't watched it again since uploading it, so I don't really know. I'm pretty happy with it though. I feel like it ended up being okay. And it's kind of weird because you know, the previous one to that was the Dark Souls video. And that one got like, I think it's sitting at like 100,000 or 110,000 views, something like that. And then you have the Sapphire video with like 300 views. So that's kind of awkward. But I mean, I wasn't really expecting that one to pop off. I feel like the Sapphire thing is kind of like a personal project where I'm not really expecting to get a lot of views with that. but it's something that I want to do regardless. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the Sapphire video. It's pretty nice. And I have a lot of ideas for part 2 already. This might be my favorite Pokemon OST. Maybe. It's either this one or the Kanto Gym Leader in Heart Gold Soul Silver. The OST just ends. That OST is really good. I really like it. Overall, Heart Gold and Soul Silver have insanely good OST. Probably the best one in any Pokemon game. How would I split my fan base between Pokemon enjoyers and both? Like, how many do I think there are of both? I don't know if that's the question, but I assume, like, if we look at the subscriber count, probably like at least at least like 1,800-ish of those are probably from Dark Souls. I would say Pokemon is probably like less than 500, maybe. But it's really awkward, because I would say that I mainly do Pokemon, and I would say that that's probably the thing I want to do more on the channel. I just feel like Pokemon is just, it's easier to make videos about Pokemon. With Dark Souls, I feel like you run out of things to do very quickly. Whereas with Pokemon, it's like there's so much to do. So I think if I had to like focus on just one, I would choose Pokemon. But obviously I can focus on both. So I would say Pokemon is the main focus, but I will do Dark Souls stuff here and there as well, because I really like the games. This Spinda is like very spotless. The fourth spot is completely gone. It only has 3. Damn. It's a bold Spinda. I guess they're all bold, but yeah. This one has like a weird facial hair type of thing going on. I don't know if the Dark Souls videos really take more time. It kind of depends on what kind of video. I would say the Pokemon and the Dark Souls video, or the Sapphire video and the Dark Souls video, probably took around the same amount of time. Maybe. I think the Dark Souls video was longer, and it had more streams, but it was like less condensed. There was more just like unedited footage there. Let's end it at 2,300. That's a nice number. What's your opinion on Demon Souls? Demon Souls is another game that I'm gonna talk about in the video, but I like it. I think it's good. I'm specifically talking about the PS3 version, since that's the one I played. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think that's probably like that's one thing that I really liked about Demon's Souls, is how unique the bosses are. It's really weird because the Demon's Souls bosses are like, most of them are like what you would call like gimmick bosses, but they're really good. And it's weird how the first Souls game has like the best gimmick bosses. I think Elden Ring had some okay ones as well, but it didn't actually have that many gimmick bosses. But like Rykard was pretty good. Yeah, I think that might be it. And it's kind of like the bosses in Demon Souls that are more like action based, like non-gimmick bosses, are probably the weakest bosses in the game. They're not bad, but they just don't really. They're not very exciting, because those kinds of like action bosses are done better in later games, I think. But the gimmick bosses are really good. Also, like the overall atmosphere and music and everything was fantastic. I think the next video will be the 2022 games video, and my deadline for that is end of January. I feel like if you're gonna make a video talking about the last year, then as long as it comes out within the first month of the year, then it's fine. After that, it's no longer fine, it's late. It doesn't actually matter. If it's late, it's late, but I'd like it to be done before February. So probably like late January if things go well. Would I see myself coming back to any of the Pokemon games released on Switch? 10 to 15 years. I think Legends Arceus, probably yes, because I feel like it's a pretty unique game. Scarlet and Violet, probably. Sword and Shield is, I think, where it gets interesting. I think those games are okay, but they definitely don't have like a lot of reason for me to come back to. I mean, I've completed the Pokédex in Sword. I put like 500 hours into it, but I don't know if I really have much of a reason to like play through the story again. That wasn't really the main highlight of the game for me. But yeah, I haven't even played Let's Go. I just never got around to it. I got my Switch in 2019, so yeah, I think I'd like to play Let's Go one day. It's just I'm not paying 60. The Switch games never go on sale. They never go on sale, and you know, I think Let's Go looks cool, but I'm not paying 60 for Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee. Fuck that. Maybe I could find it like used somewhere. I really like the kind of overall art style of Let's Go games. Like, I'm not expecting them to be especially great, they seem really basic, but I like Kanto, even though they, I know they obviously pander that a lot. I don't know, Kanto's still cool. I like Gen 1. So yeah, I think I would enjoy Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but yeah, it's not a game that I don't think I'm ever gonna like go out of my way to get it. But if I happen to see it somewhere for a cheap price, then sure. But I don't know. I feel like I don't see those games. I mean, I don't really look at used games that much, or like new used games. I look at old used games. But yeah, I don't think I've seen those games for like less than 40 ever. Maybe there are some out there. Yeah, they do look better than BDSP. I think BDSP was fine. I made a review about BDSP back when it came out. I was pretty positive in that video. And I think I still feel mostly positive about those games. I don't think they're like fantastic games, obviously. But I also like going into it, I knew that they would literally just be Diamond and Pearl, but on the Switch. So I wasn't really expecting much. And I feel like I got what I got out of it what I wanted to get out of it. So I was fine with their existence, but I mean I kind of understand why people were angry at those games, but yeah. So wait, what the fuck? Did I wait? Yeah, okay. At some point I didn't notice I held down the button and it counted up a bunch. Do I check on the stream at what point I did that? I'm probably... I have my mute button next to the button that I have the counter at, so I accidentally pressed that at some point. I think I'm pretty close to around here. Can I check it here? I was at 95, okay. So I think I'm now at like 90. Let's say I'm at 97. It's like 98, 95, yeah. We're at 90, 97, fuck it. Yeah, well, I'm gonna end the stream anyway here and into encounters. So again, I forgot to check the item on Zigzagoon. Check it after this. This might be a hot take, but I think Game Freak should pass the torch to someone else. They seem kind of burnt on the Pokemon, seem to want to branch out. I think it would be cool if they like gave the games to other developers, like they did with BDSP every now and then, but still make the mainline games, I guess. I mean, I don't think they're really burnt out because they have new people working on the games. Like, I mean, a lot of the people that made like Scarlet and Violet haven't been there since like Red and Green. A lot of them joined in like Gen 4 or Gen 5. They're constantly like moving the torch within Game Freak. It's not the same people. I mean, like Masuda, for example, isn't really that involved with the games anymore. So I think they're already kind of moving the torch. Fuck, I did it again. I did it again. Okay, this time I moved it a lot. Okay, I'm gonna do this manually. I'm gonna go into here. I think it was 2,300. Yeah. But Yeah, I think the OGs are probably burnt out on it. Hello, Angie Melon. I'm just in the stream. Before that though, okay, I missed it. I don't know what item that was. I don't know if it was this one. That's like speed attack up, I'm pretty sure. Some kind of like vitamin. Yeah. But I think we're at 2,300 or 2,299 or something like that. Let's do one more and then we're for sure at 2,300. I need to probably move my mute button and the counter button. Just have like the counter button at Alt and then the mute button at M. So I accidentally, when I meant to press the mute button, I pressed the Alt button and then it, did that. Yeah. Okay, let me actually check on the berries before we end here. They're grown. Great. I'll plant new ones while we're at it. Pretty sure this OST that's playing is from Ridge Racer Type 4, which is another game that I'm getting for the PS2, or it's a PS1 game, but I'm getting it for the PS2. But honestly, the main reason why I'm getting this game is because the OST just sounds good. Wait, no, I just realized this is not Ridge Racer, this is Street Fighter, I'm pretty sure. But I do have some Ridge Racer OSTs in here. See if I can find them. Can I run into one? I don't know if I can run into one, but I swear I have some in there. Street Fighter also has some good OSTs. This one is from Monster Hunter. Pretty sure, like, might be the first game's village theme. Something like that. But yeah, as you can probably tell, I'm getting too tired, so I'm gonna end the stream around about here. Yeah, so wait, did I water? What's water? Yeah. The next video will be, as I said, will be out in end of January, hopefully. It'll be a video where I go over everything I played last year, which includes a lot of cool games. And after that, at some point, I'm gonna make a video on the PS2 once that arrives, and then the GBA upgrade. And then I'm planning on streaming some games. I haven't fully decided on it, so I'm not gonna say it yet. But it's a FromSoft game, and I'm planning to stream it sometime soon. So I might make a video out of that as well. We'll see. Yeah. And I might stream next week something other than shiny hunting. Yeah, we'll see. I still need to think about that one. I haven't decided. But yeah, I'm in the stream here. This was a pretty fun stream. Yeah, you predicted the game. Yeah, I'm planning on doing Bloodborne. I think I need to think about like whether how realistic the setting up the PS4 is. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, what was I saying? I forgot. Well, it's fine. It was a fun stream. Yeah, it was a fun stream. I streamed in like 2 months, so this was pretty interesting. It was pretty good. I had fun chatting about stuff. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you someday, maybe. Bye. Oh yeah, I have to end the stream from like YouTube. This is weird, I'm not used to this. Bye.